we'll start with the goalkeeper, Martinez. Jamal? Like to,
another stellar performance.
Yeah.
Up there with our best players again. You know, he did not put off. One criticism is his distribution could have been a little bit better.
But I think as Gabe says, though,
yes,
he was trying to look
the long balls, but I'm strictly talking about the long balls when he hoofed it out.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, it was hoofing out straight to a Liverpool player, but his close passing, very good.
Yeah.
Right? His close passing.
He did cut it a bit close on times,
didn't
he?
Yes. He will get caught.
He's going to get caught.
Listen,
he will get
my
caught
heart
somewhere.
was dancing on my tongue when Mane and Salah were just running at him.
Yeah.
Like, oh, please.
Well,
no.
He's got that Schmeichel bit about him when he's comes out, you know, and he spreads himself out.
Yeah.
And, you know, I would give him an 8 out of 10.
Okay. Nice. Gabes?
I would give Emmy about 8 out of 10. I'd agree with that. I thought he had a pretty steady game. I don't remember Liverpool having that many clear-cut chances. Some great crosses by Robertson, which on another day would probably be tapped in.
Yeah.
But I think he marshalled the defence well. I hope, my fingers are crossed, I should say, and I hope that he stays and signs the contract and Arteta can convince him that this is the club for him to stay at. Because we need two good keepers, and we've got two good keepers. So I'd give him an 8.
Okay. I'll give him a 9. I thought his catching was, you know, what we've come to see over the last 2 months. He was commanding in his area, as we've come to know and see. He made a brilliant save for Mane, which stands out.
Which one was that?
When Mane was bearing down.
Yeah.
2 brilliant saves, not just 1.
Yeah.
2 one-on-one.
Yeah.
You know.
So
potentially saved 2 goals.
Yeah. Nothing he could do about the goal.
Yeah.
And I felt that his distribution was good. I didn't really, you know, I took out the, you know, what you said, where they were going, the long passes.
The long balls, yeah.
Yeah, but I just said, you know what, it's Liverpool.
They'll pressure you.
And they'll pressure you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Put the ball in their half and move up.
Yeah.
Of course.
Start.
Of course.
On the halfway line.
So 9 for me. So we'll go back this way round, and I'll start with Rob Holding. Given the task, and it's a big one against Mane, you know, I'm putting him in the world-class bracket.
Rob Holding?
Not Rob Holding. Not Robert Holding.
Not yet.
Not yet. But Mane.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
to deal with someone who I believe is Liverpool's best and biggest threat, I thought he done well.
Every game.
I thought Rob Holding done well. Like you said, you know, there was a bit of the Steve Austin, you know, foot race, and Mane was just meet, road run.
How do you give Henderson the play of season when Mane is there?
Listen, that's just me. My personal opinion. I think Mane is
an absolute beast.
His consistency is just unbelievable.
And just quickly, I just thought he won his duel with Mane. And he forced Mane to go to the right-hand side where he met Mr. Ainsley Maitland-Niles. But anyway, we'll just...
so what did you give Holding?
So I'm giving him an 8. I'll give him an 8.
Yeah.
So who's next? Me?
Yes, it's you.
I will give Rob Holding, I'll give him an 8 as well. I was mightily impressed. I feared the worst when, in the first half, when he got into a foot race with Mane. And as soon as the ball got played over the top, I was just expecting to see Rob Holding looking like he was running in treacle and Sadio Mane looking like Usain Bolt. But somehow, Rob Holding kept up with him.
Positional sense.
Yeah, and then he nabbed the ball off him a few times. And it's like, you know, there's
and they continued their ding dong.
There's an art to defending. You know, it's not all about pace at times. You know, he's not like he's a slouch.
He's not a slouch, but
Mane
Mane is rapid.
So yeah, he done well for me up against Sadio Mane. So yeah, and I agree. Mane is the best player at Liverpool. Liverpool would be a much different team without him.
Yeah.
So yeah, 8 for me.
Jamal?
Yeah, I will give Rob Holding a 9.
Ah.
Because I'm really impressed. You know, he made the most clearances. You
Mhm.
know, interceptions, and the way because that left hand side was really hard for him, and
Yeah, he had to
Bellerin,
deal with
yeah,
Robertson as
him
well,
and
didn't he?
Bellerin and Saka was great going forward, but he could have helped
Yeah.
fall back a little bit more.
Totally agree.
And Holding, I think he did not put a foot wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Passing, which is not being his strongest point, and he was pinging it. So I'll give him a 9.
9.
I'm
Really?
really, really impressed, and I'm glad he might be sent out on loan and not being sold, because
You never know.
I wouldn't. I would not
Yeah.
sell that player.
Yeah, he seems to have something about him, but I think he needs more game time. I
Yeah.
believe just
Yeah,
he needs something, because there's a player in there,
Yeah.
but it's just not coming out at the moment.
he's just fresh off injuries, so he needs a full season away from the pressure. And,
Yeah. And it's not guaranteed with Saliba
yeah, and
and Gabriel. Yeah.
so
So back to you again.
Yep.
We're going with David Luiz.
David Luiz, very slow start,
Mm-hmm.
but picked up as the game went on.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought again, he comes across like our main striker. He's a big game player.
Right. Okay.
You know, and he's showing leadership now, which is good to see.
So, question:
Yes.
which David Luiz turned up? Sideshow Bob
Nope.
or
Sideshow Bob was at home.
the Brazilian
enjoying his cornflakes.
David Luiz?
Yeah. Sideshow Bob was
Sacha Bob
At
was
home,
stepping on rakes.
raked
dope?
in his backyard. Yeah. So. Yeah. He was excellent.
Okay.
How much did you
And,
give him?
I would give him a solid 8. So he was one of my.
Okay.
So what would you-
Yeah, me, I would give David Luiz 7.5. I think he needs to. He could be easily one of the best defenders in the league if he stopped starting slowly.
Yeah.
If he just came out and was on it from the very first whistle
Yeah.
until the last whistle, he'd be an outstanding player.
Yeah.
But he's always in the back of your mind, you know, which David Luiz has turned up.
Yeah.
And then if he does start badly, then he puts, then you get worried. And then he grows into the game. But then as the game is going, and you're thinking, well, he started badly already. Is there a mistake coming?
Yeah.
So you haven't got that confidence
Yeah.
in him, depending on how he starts the game.
Yeah.
But he did grow into the game. And I saw that, this guy's like won 21 major trophies in his career.
Yeah, he's a winner.
So this guy knows how to win, and he's, far be it for me to tell him
mainly
anything.
because he knows how to get himself up for these big games.
Yeah,
What
but-
was his stats? Like
Well,
clearances and all that.
Clearances, 6 clearances, only behind Rob Holding. His interceptions.
How old is he?
Fantastic.
32?
32, yeah.
So he's
So
still got
so
about
he's
another
still-
two
he's still- yeah,
seasons.
yeah.
Another 2 seasons
Yeah.
in him.
To
Yeah,
impart
but-
his knowledge
Yeah.
and,
And to
give the
play
youth
a-
experience. Yeah.
Play a key part.
Yeah.
He could do.
Yeah.
But he needs to cut out those mistakes in the
Yeah.
smaller games.
That's exactly it.
Right. So he needs to,
Stop Giving away
yeah,
cheap
more
penalties.
Yeah, cheap penalties, and
Mm.
leave that sideshow, like that side of him at home more often.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
to be. Every game has got to be like a cup final to him.
He's a quality defender.
Yeah, he's absolutely is.
Yeah, he just
And
needs
sort
to
out his
he needs
passing.
to-
Yeah.
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 And stop taking free kicks.
Oh my
I don't know
days.
what's happened to his free kicks
Yeah,
since
ever
he's come to
since.
us.
Yeah.
It was-
Yeah.
There was
Move it.
nothing wrong with his penalty.
Brilliant penalty,
Yeah.
but we'll get onto that later.
We'll get to that. Yeah.
Yes, I'm giving him a 7. I believe we saw the best and the worst, the good and the bad from him, but more good, more best. I agree with what both of you have said about David Luiz. But yeah, I saw a lot of leadership qualities,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I like to see.
Yeah.
I like to see from him. So I'm giving him a 7.
That's fair.
Okay, so back to me again. So on to Mr. Consistency himself, Kieran Tierney.
Kieran Tesco bag Tierney.
Mr. Tesco Bag Tierney. Roll your sleeves up.
If Tesco's had any common sense, you know what they'd do? They'd make him a luxury bag because he's a footballer and he can afford it. Just give it to him. Just make one of those, those man bags. Just give it
Every
to him.
little helps, my
Yeah.
friend.
Just get a
Every
luxury
little
bag for him with
helps.
Tesco's on it and make him
Yeah.
carry it around.
This guy loves defending, and I like defenders who like defending.
Yeah.
His interceptions, like I said, his game management. Do you know what I mean? His presence, him not being scared to tell his teammates, like we pointed out in the last show.
His
What he thinks.
his clearances.
Plus, what I've been impressed with is not in just only in this game, he nullified Mo Salah's threat in the league game.
Yeah.
And it's like he revels and relishes
Yeah.
going up against, the big names that come
knows?
down his side. When there was a mismatch with him and Van Dijk for a corner, it was more, you know what, you're bigger than me, but I'm going to win this interception. And
Yeah.
when you see like dangerous balls being whipped in, who's there to clear it? Who's thinking getting there
Yeah.
a second
Yeah.
early? It's Tierney.
Yeah.
Um,
What would you give him?
for me, I'm giving him a 9. Straight 9.
I would give him a 9 as well, but the offensive side of him needs to improve.
What offensive? What's wrong with his offensive side?
Crossing, for example.
I think this is what you're talking about, Willis moment.
Yeah. He
Crossing.
needs to add, he's
Man, that guy puts in some awesome
It's
crosses.
exactly.
yes, but not enough.
Jamal,
I think he's
Right.
probably too
what you
busy
talking about,
defending.
Willis?
Don't forget, he was on the overlap for Aubameyang's goal, so he
Yeah.
was up there. And then he did that pullback for Eddie.
Yeah.
He's the man's
When-
crossing is.
and remember,
on point.
He was a third centre back in
Yeah.
this game.
Yeah.
He wasn't a wing back.
that man's got a Rolls Royce engine on him.
Yeah. Well,
The stats say.
Yeah, the stats say.
Step go to the stat man.
Yeah. Go ahead.
From 10 attempts,
Yeah.
only 3 got through. That's not good.
What? The only 3 reached their target, or because he's not a man who
yeah.
picks out players. He's a man.
Who will?
first
Yeah.
of
He will
They
hit an
weren't-
area. And
Yeah.
if the attacker's not there, then he's done his job.
Yeah.
Yes. His main job is to defend. Yes.
No, I mean as an attacking threat.
When he puts the
When
crosses
he puts
in,
the crosses in,
Yeah.
the corridor of
yeah,
uncertainty.
the corridor of uncertainty that is up to Eddie to
Yep.
be there.
Yep.
He
Just
hits-
like with Saka, yeah.
He hits fantastic areas, much like Robertson.
Yeah.
Robertson's crosses are not picking out a person. He's hitting an area of the goal, an area of the goal mouth.
But the
Yeah.
thing about is the volume with Robertson.
But
he
Robertson's
puts in a
crosses, if you check on Robertson's crosses, I bet a lot of them didn't hit
Yes.
anybody
Yes.
because the player wasn't there.
Yes.
But there's nothing for me personally.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying,
Yeah.
but for me personally, Tierney's crossing. There's nothing wrong with his attacking side of his game.
Yeah.
For me,
I
all he
think-
needs to work on is scoring goals.
Yeah.
I think
Adding goals to
for
what
me,
he already has.
there's more to come from him from
Yeah.
that side of his game.
Yeah, he's
Right.
only 23, isn't he?
Listen,
And there was one mistake in his game, which is he let Mane
I'm sorry.
chest the ball inside the
one mistake,
Yeah,
Jamal.
that was the-
That's Count
Yep,
Dooku.
Yep. That could
That's
also-
Count Dooku. That's Sith Lord
that
Count
could have been a
Dooku.
goal. You cannot allow the striker to chest the ball inside the
One miss.
6-yard box. You can't,
Okay.
Right?
Nobody,
right?
nobody has flawless games.
Yes.
You know.
But
Wow.
I'm going to give him an 8 for that.
Well, you took a point off him.
Yeah, for that. Yes, that could have been a goal.
Oh my gosh! And you lot call me Lord Vader.
Could have been a goal.
Wow.
I was not
Samar was
impressed
harsh.
on his
I was
attacking.
not impressed.
I was not
Okay.
impressed
All
on the
right.
attacking
Okay.
side.
Okay.
Right.
Count Dooku.
8.
I saw a stat yesterday.
Yeah.
Kieran
That's almost
Tierney
Palpatine level.
has 13 career medals at the age of 23.
Yeah.
So, you know, people might want to laugh at, oh, he's won it in Scotland. Listen, I wish I was good enough to win a league medal
Yeah,
or
anywhere.
a cup
Mm.
in Scotland. So I'm not going to be taking a piss out of Scottish football. He's got his 13 medals already, and this guy knows how to win.
Yeah.
And he's a man who's, you hear how he talks about Arteta,
Yeah.
and you know what he said yesterday about, you know, it's not by luck that we're playing the way we play.
Yeah.
You know, it's a plan.
Yeah.
You know, we work hard at it, and I expect big things from him.
Yeah.
Like I say, I think when we do lift the title, I think he will be our captain. He'll do it.
Okay.
As to yesterday, I thought he had a steady
shall
game.
I hit you guys with the stats?
Red alert. Red alert.
Oh, here we
Stats
go.
coming in.
Stats coming in,
Stats coming in.
one cross from Tierney,
Yeah.
accurate 0. So, and 10 long balls,
One cross was
one cross from the,
Yeah.
you know, and 10 long balls.
So what was that
accurate 3.
pass then to Eddie? Was that not considered a cross? That pullback.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's not really. I don't think they count that as a cross,
Okay.
right?
But
So
Jamal.
maybe he didn't get enough opportunities to showcase his, you know.
well, maybe, you know.
Okay,
we're
so
playing- we're
he
playing
gets
up
he
against-
gets an 8.
Yeah.
He gets an 8.
Yeah.
For me, I'll
Right.
give Tierney a 8.5.
All right.
I think
that's
he
fair.
was.
That's
I
fair.
think he
Yeah.
was. I think he
Yeah.
was good. I think
Very
he was
good.
outstanding.
Very good. I'm not taking anything away from him, but
I think is. I think again, this
I
guy
want him
is
to be as good
he's
as
been
the
coming
other
so
guy on the opposite
consistent.
he's
side.
Mr. Consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we've always said we wanted.
I think
Yeah.
defensively faultless.
Mm.
You know.
Right, go on. Who's next? Bellerin,
Who's next?
Hector.
Hector Bellerin, yeah.
I'm really impressed. Shall I?
Yeah,
go
you
for it.
start.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Brilliant, because he had an unbelievable job. Going forward
Yeah.
was fantastic, and defensively, that's
Mhm.
two. That's the FA Cup final and the Charity Shield. Solid. You can't fault him.
Okay.
And he had Mane, Robertson. That's a
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
a
yeah. I have to. I have to
left-hand
give him
side,
that. That's a
yeah.
task and a half.
And Saka was being naughty on a few occasions. He had to.
Yeah, he did give Saka
He
a
did
bollock
give him a
in.
bollock in a couple of times.
And so
you
did
you need to
Arteta.
get back because he was he's a young player. He just
Don't forget,
Yeah.
Saka's operating on the right hand side.
yes.
I know.
And-
I know
and-
that's not an
and
excuse
he's left-footed. Yeah.
because Saka, helps and tracks back on the left hand side. But I can understand from Saka's point of view. But
Yeah.
once he got a bollocking,
Yeah.
he done his
He
job.
fixed up. Yeah.
He fixed up.
Yeah.
But that's just
So-
telling your teammate, look,
Yeah,
I need help.
because Liverpool very clever. They pushed Milner
Hmm.
to left back,
Yeah.
and Robertson was just
Yeah, because you said earlier that we Robertson was having difficulty against us down that side. So
Yeah.
Klopp.
So Klopp, the
Ingenious.
genius Klopp,
Yeah.
right? Changed it up,
Mhm.
And I would give him Bellerin. I would give him an 8.5.
Okay.
Wow, he impressed you then.
Yeah.
8.5.
Yeah,
Huh?
and
I'll take away the Emperor Palpatine title from you then.
I'll give him.
Yeah. Over to you, Gabes. What do you think?
Bellerin for me had he had a good game. I still think, when you look at where the competition is as to who, you look at his opposite number or who should have been his opposite number in
Trent.
Mr. Trent,
Yeah.
Terence Trent D'Arby. Another showing our age here with all these old age references.
If you let me stay.
But yeah, he has a lot of ground to make up when you compare him to Trent and Kyle Walker.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because there's just something that's not there. I don't know whether it was because he was sitting back because of the attacking threat that Liverpool posed.
Yeah, he was pinned
So
back.
he was a bit more conservative.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something on his attacking front that's just not quite top level for me.
Yeah.
When you look at Trent. But yesterday, you know, when you see the team sheet and you look at who you're up against, it's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of them where you just say to yourself, yeah, I'm in for a hard game today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
forget
he
about
done
attack,
very
was
well.
defend first.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
done very well considering who he was up against. I would give him an 8.5 as well. I thought, yeah, very good.
Mm.
But he created that winner in the cup final. It was his run.
But he needs to do that more
Right.
often.
Yeah, it was his run that split the whole Liverpool midfield.
He needs
You
to do
know,
that more often.
They
though.
resorted to bringing him down, and from that,
Mhm.
you know, Pepe got the ball.
Because a lot of the time there is space for him to run into, and I don't know whether he hasn't got the confidence because he hasn't got the pace anymore. But he will always kind of take the safer option.
He's
And then
the-
you look at Liverpool as well,
yeah,
with the crosses that they get from Trent and Robertson.
Class.
Those are difficult balls
Yeah.
to deal against,
Yeah.
and,
To be f-
Bellerin can't deliver those kind of
to
balls.
be
Yeah,
fair,
man.
to be fair, those players were injury free. You know.
Yeah, but even still, that's
Yeah.
the crosses that they deliver. They don't always have to beat. They're almost Beckham-esque.
Yeah.
They don't need to beat players to
Yeah.
be dangerous. They can stop the ball and then just whip this
Whip.
ball in.
Mm.
Yeah.
Bellerin just hasn't got that in his locker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
You know, which is a lot of, you know, if you can nullify, this is why you can't nullify Liverpool, because you can block off everything else
That
and then
channel.
they'll just
Yeah.
put the ball out wide and then in it comes,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
causes chaos in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
Yeah, I'll give him an 8.5.
8.5. I'm gonna give Bellerin an 8. He didn't really put a foot wrong in this game.
Yeah.
But my point was that I still feel he needs to offer more. And just like what Gabe was saying, he can't cross his fingers. And we need those Trent and Robinson-esque type balls.
Absolutely.
And we need wing-back threat. We need wing-backs getting in on goals. And Bellerin, can you see him offering that over a course of a season?
Yeah, that's the modern
I
game.
can't see that.
Hopefully, the last two I've seen improvement in his game
Mm-hmm.
from previous in the season. You know,
Yeah.
the last two matches he's stronger and stronger now.
Yeah.
He's looking stronger physically,
Mhm.
which was not the case.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
we'll see.
right.
But I'm
and defensively, I've seen a massive improvement because
No.
that was a highway for the opposition.
I've seen improvement, but I believe there's better than Bellerin out there. Personally.
Absolutely.
That's just
Is
my
that why
point.
we are considering, you know, listening to offers for him?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'd listen to offers for Bellerin
Absolutely.
because there's better than Bellerin out there. Sorry, but
Yeah.
I've gone to Emperor Palpatine mode.
Okay.
No, but I've given him a generous mark. So the next one is El Nene. El who?
El
Okay.
Nene.
Go on then, Lee.
All right. So what I saw from El Nene, he done well. I can't fault him. He had a really neat and tidy performance.
Mm-hmm.
But what I would question, again, can he do it over a course of a season? The answer is no.
Okay.
But he could be a squad player.
Yeah, that's
He
fine.
could come in. If he does that, then he's got a place.
That's fine.
But the problem is, you'll be,
Who's he going
for
to replace?
example, away to Everton.
That's fine.
You know,
I
he has to
I
come in away
understand.
to Crystal Palace, Everton, and you know, will he produce the same performances week in, week out?
Well, under Arteta, you never know, because
Yeah.
Arteta seems to be the man who's the miracle worker at the moment.
Yeah.
So if Arteta can convince him that you can be a squad player that's looking to improve, and a first team is up, it's up for grabs for you. If you can improve sufficiently, then I'm quite happy for him to stay. Because the question is, if Torreira goes, and I'd be quite happy for Torreira to go, to be fair. And then he's here.
Yeah.
And then he's here.
Yeah. We can't.
Why not just keep him?
Yeah, we can't cut
put in these
all of our
performances.
losses, can we?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Not immediately.
Not immediately. So, yeah, that's fine. So the score I'm giving him is 8 because he had a neat and tidy performance.
Yeah. I'll give him a 6 because he was neat, tidy. He didn't, put up foot wrong. But from that position, we need more creativity. We need more straight.
Yeah, him and Xhaka
forward balls. Yes,
is
right. To be fair to Xhaka, he takes more risks now.
Yeah.
Right. He will run into the opposition box, and he will. You don't get that from his.
Yeah, but that's only marginal improvement with the two of them playing.
Yes. We still need to strengthen that area. That's a
of course
problem area for us. But I thought he was, didn't put a foot wrong. Sideway passes.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Yeah. All right.
6 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give him about a 7.5.
Yep.
For the
That's
for the
that's
best
fair.
Egyptian player on the pitch yesterday.
That's a low blow.
The
That's
best.
very harsh.
That was in the region of Mane and Eddie, innit?
Well, based on yesterday's performance, he's the best player in Egypt right now.
Ooh.
100%. 100%.
Remember, 3 weeks, fellas. 3 weeks time.
Yeah, 3 weeks
We
time.
play the same team.
We have to go Anfield, yeah?
Yeah, so.
This
Well,
is
and then
why
he won't be featuring in
this is
that
why
game.
I'm
So
not trash talking Liverpool right now.
Oh,
But,
my goodness.
yeah, I thought he was very good yesterday. Simple.
Yeah.
He got us out when they were doing the press. He got us out with some
Yeah.
nice passing.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't afraid to take the ball under pressure, which has been one of my big bugbears, which Arteta's got out of the team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Guendouzi would take the ball under pressure in the middle of the park, and I'd be like, "Ooh, this is harem scarum time."
Yeah.
But with him, you knew that when the ball came, somebody else was going to receive it.
He's more calm.
Yeah, he was calm.
So
he was
I'll
calm.
give him 7.5.
And he was involved in the goal.
Yeah.
Because I thought he would lose the ball, but no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's very calm under pressure.
So moving on to his midfield partner, Granit Xhaka. So for me, Xhaka gets an 8. I thought he has become our metronome. He keeps things ticking. He is winning midfield battles. So now put that in a sentence. How many months ago? Xhaka, midfield battles, winning. Do you know what I mean? Or actually competing.
Yeah.
But with the results of the scalps that we've taken, you've got to say that he's won the midfield battles.
Yeah.
For me, in my view, and
Yeah.
I wanted this guy gone.
Yeah.
Like I've said,
think
Emperor
we all did.
Palpatine, Lord Vader, Count Dooku. I wanted him gone. But I've got to say, for now, man, he's a mainstay for me. One of the mainstays.
Yeah, he's the first,
Yeah, so that's me. Granit Xhaka gets an 8, man. He kept things ticking. And another thing I'd like to add, there's a lot of point in. You go there, come.
About time too.
About bloody
About
time too.
people,
Yeah,
you know,
he's
that's-
more.
That's the one thing I've always hated whenever I've played football is playing with quiet people.
He's more vocal.
You need information.
Yeah.
You need information
Yeah.
at all times when you're playing football. And the more information you have, the better.
Yeah.
And Arsenal, when they seem to be playing,
Yeah.
seem to be a really quiet team.
Mm-hmm.
I think the altercations that he had with the fans fired him up.
Well, Arteta, I think.
I think the
Yeah.
introduction of
Arteta.
Arteta, innit?
Arteta as well.
Smoothed him over.
Yeah.
If the transformation, I'll go next. The transformation for me for Xhaka has been remarkable. You know, from Xhaka, you can't. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of our club.
Get off the pitch.
Yeah. To Granit Xhaka, what a great player that lad is, eh?
Yeah.
And he's not playing.
Yeah,
Oh
like,
my
what,
God.
Granit Xhaka? So it's remarkable the way he's turned around. So I
Yeah.
give him full credit for toughing it out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. That's off to him.
because I know if that was me, I'd have been all right. The fans are giving me stick. Fuck you.
I'm off.
And I'm
I'm
going
off.
to Spurs, you bastards. But he just stuck it
Could
out.
you imagine
Yeah.
if those chain of events happened?
He was already
Oh.
getting abused while at Arsenal. Imagine.
Yeah, that abuse was that abuse was unreal. So for him to suffer it and to still be here,
Yeah.
and his family, don't forget his wife and
Yeah.
kids.
Because his wife
the
was
Instagram-
expecting around that time.
Yeah, that was nasty
The
abuse.
Instagram abuse was.
Yeah, so that was nasty. That would have really, if that was a lot of people, that would have been
Middle finger.
middle figure. I'm gonna strike
I'm
back.
off, mate.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the Death Star and I'm gonna destroy you, even though you know. So yeah, for me, Xhaka, I will give Xhaka for yesterday's performance. Again, that's what I like in the middle of the pitch. Quietly efficient.
Yeah.
You know, I like those kind of players. Quietly efficient. You don't
Yeah.
see what they do until they're not there. You know,
Yeah.
that's my kind of midfield player.
Mhm.
So 8.5 for me.
Mhm.
Excellent.
Jamal.
Yeah, I would give him. I think he's been fantastic. I think I have to echo what you guys are saying. You know, his transformation is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
His leadership, his passing has improved. He takes more risks now, and defensively he's more disciplined.
Yeah.
Right. So he's not that headless chicken. Tackling is better.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I think it could be. He's maturing now. So yeah, and don't forget his partner in crime wasn't there. Danny
Ceballos.
Tobias, yeah.
I hope we managed to secure something for him.
Yeah,
we need to
hopefully,
get him
man.
back to
Because
the
I know,
squad.
did you see the video of him celebrating when Aubameyang's penalty
yeah.
on him
Yeah,
from wherever he was in
Oh.
Spain,
he was
cheering like a
That's a good sign.
lunatic.
Yeah, because Arteta's saying that he wants to play there. He wants to play at Arsenal.
Of course he does.
Yeah,
Right.
he's turned down offers from AC Milan.
Of course
Yeah,
he does. If anybody,
An
if
offer,
you're a
sorry.
player and you can't see what's happening,
yeah,
it's a gradual revolution at Arsenal under
Yeah.
Arteta. And if you
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
want to be part of that, then
Yeah.
yeah.
something's wrong with you. Like Ainsley said after the game, you know, Arsenal's what they say, Arsenal's my club, and that's that. Basically,
Yeah.
his words. So
Yeah.
he said to Arsenal,
Yeah.
sort me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would give him 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Talking about Ainsley,
Moving on to that, man.
that's what you call timing, isn't it?
Yeah. So,
Amy
Jamal.
Yeah, Amy N. Fantastic. My man of the match.
Agreed.
I think everyone.
He was excellent. He was, you know,
Fofty.
the one player Liverpool did not know what to do with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he'll play midfield, left back, make those runs behind the fullback, passing, tackling,
Mhm.
and all action, you know, show that he
Mhm.
put on. And,
Yeah.
you know, that's 2 matches now, the final and this Charity Shield, that he's been fantastic.
He
know.
seems to be. Sorry, go on, finish what you're saying.
Yeah. Go on.
Now, what mark did you give him?
I would give him 9 out of 10. He's been
Yeah, I would. He
Quality.
seems to be for me. Remember the old fashioned back in the days? You used to have a specialist person who was your. If the opposition had a player who was really good, you'd have a specialist who would just follow them around the pitch.
Sort of like your Macanelli.
Yeah,
Yeah, he used to be the
Lele.
person who was like your
Italian
shadow.
teams used to have one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to be your shadow, and just wherever that
Yeah.
great player went, he was
Diawara.
there. Yeah, to just
Yeah.
follow you around. That's
Yeah.
he seems to have developed that role at Arsenal. So if the opposition have a player, right, you're playing on that side of the pitch, and your
Yeah.
job is to nullify whatever
Yes.
threats
Yeah.
they have.
Mm-hmm.
And he just seems to excel at it because he's deceptively quick. He's strong.
Yeah.
And he's relaxed.
He's got
on the-
ice in his veins. He's the new Iceman.
Yeah, he's relaxed.
Yeah, look at that
You know,
penalty he
he's not
took.
stiff.
That penalty
Some players,
was.
like
My
you
goodness.
pass the ball to certain players and they're just stiff. You know,
Yeah,
like it
he's-
will hit their shin and
He's
and
ice.
but he's, whether he's in the back four or up front, he's just cool.
He is the
Yeah, he
new
is.
Cool,
Iceman.
calm.
He's
He
the
is.
black Iceman. Yeah, he is. That guy is just so cool.
Yeah, he is. He is. Yeah.
Yeah. Even when he was walking up, it was like Sunday League football the way he was
Thank
walking
you.
up to that penalty.
That's what it was. Do you know how many players, when we've coached them, have walked up in the same fashion,
yeah.
same vein, like,
Yeah.
you're going to miss this.
Like he's just had a spliff and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna score this. I know, there's no question about it. Yeah. And then the languid run up. It's like, man, that spliff really knocked me sideways, man. Making this run is such an effort. And then he just tucked it away.
Yeah.
And then,
The little finger to nobody. He's like,
yeah, it's me.
you know,
There was no doubt in his mind that he was gonna miss.
absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, I'll give Ainsley a 9 as well.
9 out of 10.
And considering I wanted him gone,
yes,
I want him to stay.
Yeah.
He is, how old is he? 22?
I wanna
3.
put this on
23?
It was his
record that
birthday.
Yeah, 23.
On that day.
Yeah,
I
he's
believed
going to
in
be a
him
good
from
player.
from day one.
Yes, we'll give you credit
Put
for that,
that,
Jamal.
put that on record. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did want him gone, but he's
He wanted
under
gone.
Arteta.
I want him gone.
Yeah, I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. It was like that with him. I was like that with him.
Oh,
But
man.
Arteta again has sprinkled that magic dust on these players. It's like a different player, a different animal. So yeah, another one. Fair play to you, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, for
Yeah.
turning yourself around.
Yeah. Well, I'm same. So it makes it unanimous. 9. I felt he was industrious. He dealt with the threats of Salah and Mane when Mane came to visit him down that side. God knows why. You know, and I've just been impressed with his performances once he's been introduced.
Yeah.
And he's dealt, like you said, Gabes and Jamal, he's dealt with threats. One was notable, was when we went away to Crystal Palace and we was up against who? That destroys us all the time.
Mr. Zaha.
And Ainsley
Who's
Maitland-Niles.
Dying to come to Arsenal, by the way.
Well, we'll talk about that later. But anyway, Ainsley Maitland-Niles dealt with him. He dealt with Mahrez, Foden. He's dealt with, Mane and Salah. Man, the guy is, he's something else, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to give him a 9.
Excellent.
Okay, so we're going to go on to Saka, and that will be me. I was very, very impressed with this boy. Like I said, I've said it earlier on in the show. I just think this guy, my goodness, I look at him and think, how old are you? I'm giving him 9. It was just that I wanted to see, before the game started, I wanted to see which players would stand up to Liverpool.
Yeah.
And I believe he was one of them. I just thought he was brilliant. His touch, he ran out of steam and gas, but he just needs to get games under his belt, and then I think he'll just be, he'll hit the ground running again.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm going to give him a 9.
I will give Bukayo 8.5.
Yeah,
I'll give an 8.5.
that's understandable.
Great game. Great pass, great vision. I thought when he struck the ball, I thought it was going to go straight into, I think it was Fabinho.
Yeah,
But the way he struck the ball, it kind of bent around him, slightly around him to go into the feet. And it was to Aubameyang's feet.
mm-hmm.
Quality ball.
Yeah, it was right on his toenails. So great pass.
Yeah,
Faded towards the end of the game, which is to be expected. They've had a quick turnaround.
mm-hmm.
This is, as on a side note, this is going to be a real problem for teams this year. There's going to be some crazy injuries this season.
Yeah,
So, there's going to our squad and a lot of teams' squads are going to be tested. But for me, Bukayo Saka, I give you, young man, an 8.5.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I would,
Sorry, Jamal. We
Yeah,
we
I would-
was skipping over. Like, yeah. Next. Sorry.
I would echo all that, and I would give him. You have to take into account his age, his experience, his consistency as a youngster. So I have to give him a 9.
What would he do in this Liverpool side?
He would,
Jeez, man.
yeah. I think
Wow.
Doing the Man City team.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
we've got a real talent there,
Yeah.
he's a special player.
and he's
Yeah.
got to be handled in the same kind
Yeah.
of way that Man United handled Ryan Giggs.
And
Yeah.
which Arteta was doing, but a lot of
Exactly.
Arsenal fans were like, "Why is it
Yeah.
Saka playing? The kid was burnt out."
Yeah, and the fans are too quick to jump on him when he's, oh, he didn't play great today.
No, he's still learning.
Absolutely.
He's learning on the
Yeah.
job.
I'll give him a 9.
Great stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next is Eddie Nketiah. So
Okay.
you want to start?
Yeah, I'll start Eddie Nketiah. I think defensively he was excellent.
Mm-hmm.
He had a job to sit on Fabinho,
Mm-hmm.
and he did that. That pretty much disrupted the whole Liverpool midfield, and he did that very well. Where he didn't excel is the other side of the game.
Mm-hmm.
He had a couple of chances where he should, especially the one that Saka made. It was just hit it.
He hit
it
the
was-
target.
He hit the target, but it was almost a half scuff shot. Like it's not. There's no like a proper contact.
Mm.
You leather that top corner, give the keeper no
Top
chance.
bins.
Top bins like our main striker.
Mm.
Yeah. So I thought, I would give him a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
So I thought, there's two sides of his game.
Mm-hmm.
One side good, other side needs a lot of improvement.
Mm-hmm.
And he will be at the end of the day, he will be judged on what he produces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd give Eddie a 7 as well.
Yeah.
Like you say, he's going to be judged on sticking the ball in the back of the net.
And goals are at a.
Our goals are at an absolute premium. So, like we said, and we say it again, running around doesn't get you extra points. Not with me. That's a basic in the modern day. Running from player to player, that's what you do your fitness training for. So he doesn't get any extra points for me
He
for
doesn't
that.
get any Lacazette points, yeah?
No, he joins Lacazette in the nil point for running about. So for me, Eddie, and I'm sure and it's something that you're working on daily in training, sort your finishing out. Sort your finishing out, hit the corners.
It will come.
It will come.
It will
Hopefully,
come, it will come.
hopefully it will come for him.
Yeah.
There's a reason Leeds didn't keep him. There's a reason Leeds sent him back early.
Yeah.
But Arteta likes him. Arteta has faith in him. So just
Yeah.
work on your finishing because you do get opportunities.
Yeah.
And in the Premier League, you're not going to get many. So put them away. But yeah, for me, I'd agree with Jamal, and you get a 7.
Yeah.
100%.
And I agree with both of you. I was going to give him a 6.
Yeah.
But I'll give him a 7. He always remains industrious. He always, he runs tirelessly, but it was just end product, and that is link up play. He didn't do too bad in the game. With his link up play, his decision making is a bit questionable at times. And yeah, like you said, goals are at
Premium.
thank you.
What the goals make?
Exactly.
Win games.
You win games.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm giving him a 7. I changed it, but I'll give him a 7 because we was on the winning team. Okay.
Who's next?
So we're on to Aubameyang.
Aubameyang, I think.
Aubameyang.
We've already said what we need to say about that guy.
Exactly. So he's
There's
getting
nothing
there.
else to say. What is I would give him again. 9 out of 10. I would give him 10 if he didn't fade in the second half, but that's expected. He's
Give him 10 if it was the Champions League final.
Champions League. Oh, he'll get there. Don't worry. I think Arteta's got that plan.
Knighthood.
But yeah, I'll give him 9 out of 10. You know, excellent finish. First chance.
Top draw.
You know, there's no excuses. No, I'm not.
Allison was floundering.
Yeah.
And I rarely see that man floundering.
We hear it so many times, you know, when a striker gets a chance and scuffs and says, oh, he's early in the game, you know.
Isn't he bent that ball
You know,
like a
he
banana?
just carried on where he left off in the final, you know. He just...
Man's on fire.
Yeah.
Literally.
Mhm.
9 out of 10.
Yeah. Same. The same. 9 out of 10. The only thing for me, I just worry if he gets an injury. I don't want to be pessimistic here, but if he does get an injury, we need other players chipping in, because you take away his goals in the semi-final, take away his goal in the final, you take away his goal, you know, in Community Shield, where would we be? Take away his goals in the league. So we need to help this guy creatively, and you know, going back to Eddie and Lacazette, they need to chip in as well as forwards, and midfielders need to chip in. So yeah.
So what do you give
back to Pierre-Emerick.
Aubameyang.
Yeah.
He gets a 9.
I'll keep it short and sweet. I'll give Pierre 9.5.
Excellent.
I think he was, you know, that finish alone was worth the 0.5.
Yeah.
I'll give him.
My goodness.
The finish, the celebration,
Yeah.
the tribute to the late
Chadwick Boseman.
rest in peace.
Yes. Can't forget him.
You know, so yeah,
Can't forget that.
tragic.
Shocking news.
Tragic
Yeah.
loss. We have to mention it.
Yeah.
And he can do no wrong.
Okay.
Man of the hour.
Yeah.
So this part of the show.
That manager.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. So what do we all give Arteta?
Give him 9. For me, I'll give Arteta a 9 because he's tactically flexible.
Yep.
When Klopp changed things, he changed things around to suit.
Like he did with Lampard.
Yeah.
And Pep.
Unlike Wenger, not to harp back to him, but this is always the benchmark. You know, Wenger's answer to every single problem was more forwards.
More forwards.
So yeah, I'll give.
Bring the whole bench on.
Attack!
Yeah.
Shields are down, Scotty.
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, I'll give Arteta 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 9 out of 10. Excellent. You know, it was a chess game between him and Klopp. You know,
Absolutely.
makes a move, counters it, makes another move, counters it,
football, isn't it?
and you know that's 3 big teams now, and tactically he outthought all of them. You know, it's fantastic. You know?
Yeah.
So is he breath of fresh air? He's saying all the right things, making all the right moves. And lately, after Don Raul is out the way now, we are addressing key areas of our team.
Absolutely.
You know, so yeah, 9 out of 10. Long may it continue.
Yeah. Same as 9. What I saw, even with the penalties,
There was a plan.
there was a plan.
Yeah.
There was a plan. Even with the penalty shootout, he had a plan.
Have you seen Martinez playing mind games with Van Dijk?
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
And the other kid, he was chatting some
Yeah, I thought that was awesome.
trash.
Even Pierre had to do that. He didn't move his head; he just moved his eyes towards Emmy, and then looked at Van Dijk and just kind of went, "Okay."
Yeah.
But for those of you who didn't see it, what happened was Van Dijk, the referee did the flip,
Toin Kos.
toin cost.
Yep.
Van Dijk said, "Yeah, we're gonna shoot first," and then Emmy's going, "You sure? You sure?"
Are you sure? Yeah. You sure?
And then
Okay.
Pierre's like in the middle, just like looking over at.
And the
Emmy-
facial expression.
Yeah,
of
the
Auba.
facial expression was what did it.
Oh,
But that was mind games.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we need to do. It didn't work clearly on Van Dijk,
those
but
percentages again.
yeah, it's about getting in players' minds.
Yeah. in their head. Okay.
So who's next?
So
So we've done.
Yeah, it's play for the badge.
it's play for
New
the badge
segment.
time.
New segment,
Music, please.
Maestro.
Yep.
In this segment, we talk about the players we feel played for the badge, went above
Yep.
and beyond the call of duty, and stood out
Yeah.
in particular games. And so we're talking about this particular game.
Yeah.
So for me, who did I think played for the badge yesterday? Who was above and beyond? Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
100%.
100%. Yeah.
For
yeah.
me,
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the man who I would give that honour to.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think everybody else played very well, but as the standout player for me, it was Ainsley.
Outstanding performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would have to. You can't look past him, but Ainsley, Martinez, Tierney,
All runners up, or
runners up. Yes, but I think the main guy has to be Amien.
Yeah.
You know, and that will probably the same with you as well. Yeah.
Unanimous.
Unanimous,
Ainsley
yeah, he's
Maitland-Niles. Yeah,
Yeah.
played
He
very
played
well.
for the badge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Top
Yeah.
draw performance from
Top
you,
draw.
young man.
Yeah.
That was an easy one.
So, the opposite of play for the badge.
Yeah.
This segment is getting that
Take it away,
blasted
Leroy.
bin.
Bring out
Okay,
tags.
so we won.
I've got the bin right here. Who you gonna chuck in?
You know, we did win the game, right? And it was all about, I have Liverpool friends, and a certain friend of mine, he said, "Oh yeah, we play you this weekend." And I said to him, before you start, I understand, Liverpool are champions and you're the team to beat. But for me, it's not about the result, it's the performance. So I just want to get that in there. For me, who goes in the bin, it's going to seem harsh. But Eddie. Eddie Nketiah.
Ooh, that's okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Eddie
Okay.
Nketiah gets in the bin for me.
Do you concur?
Based on what? What do you put him in the bin for?
It's going to sound harsh, man. Because no
And
one
this-
deserves
just to explain,
Yeah.
in the bin is if your performances were below par.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It's not that you were crap or rubbish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's in it. But
We
if your
don't wanna
performances were below
turf,
par.
we don't want to turf the player.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
In
it's
this
just-
in this game,
it-
your
like
performances
in this
were
bit-
below
it could-
par.
It
Yeah.
could be, like I said, it could be Aubameyang one day.
Yeah. That deserves to go in the bin for
Yeah.
his performance.
So what was it for you that made him?
Yeah, it was just he just didn't. The rest of the players, the rest of the team, just outshone him.
Yeah.
He was just lacking. I just think where other members, the rest of the team, they done their job, where he was the only one that we gave the lowest mark to. And it was, just like that chance.
Yeah.
That chance, which we believe he should have taken. And yeah, it was just that he was just falling short for me.
Okay, I think, yeah, that's fair.
I would agree. I'd probably throw Eddie in there.
Yeah.
There's going to be occasions when there's not going to be anybody, but I think that as a striker, obviously he's young. You have to take that into consideration. But as a striker, that was a very good chance, and you kind of telegraphed that to the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I wasn't a striker when I played, so anybody who's been a striker, I never played at a professional level, I should add, but we all know the game. And if that had fallen to a Thierry Henry or a Bergkamp or an Ian Wright, or a Aubameyang,
Van Persie,
I think that would have ended up in the back of the net. If that had fallen to a Mane, if that was roles reversed, if that had fallen to a Mane,
for me, no.
I think that would have ended up in the back of the net.
Yeah.
So I think those are the margins that Eddie has to improve on. So yeah, I'd say that was an all round. His, like you say, his work, his link up play could have been better. But hopefully these will be things that he improves on as the season goes on and as his career develops.
Yeah. So for you,
Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit left and put Willock in the bin. just for that chance. It's just you can score that chance, Cap.
What, me and my dodgy
yes,
knees?
Yes, even with your dodgy knee, even on a wheelchair, right? Lee, I thought he came on, and I was watching him, and there's certain things that he does. He threatens to close down a player, but there's no tackle, and he doesn't.
What was he on the pitch long enough for you to give
Not long
him?
enough, but it's still. I'm watching him. Right,
But you were sufficiently disappointed with his
with
cameo.
his contribution, because you still
Tiny cameo though.
Whether it's 7 minutes or 5 or
He
2,
didn't get warmed up.
you've got a job, right?
He wasn't
So
warmed up.
That's fair enough.
You could excuse that miss.
No, how come our chief striker doesn't have that excuse? Right. So.
Ooh, Jamal.
So yeah,
Charles Jamal coming with the facts and the
top
stats.
level. This is
Yes,
top level
I
football.
agree.
It's top level football. Whether it's 89th minute
Yeah, it's not
or
Sunday
the,
League
or the,
where you have
or
just
the
come
first
off
minute,
the-
you have to be ready.
I've been
Right?
having a fag on the
Yeah, but
sidelines.
these
Plus,
guys
the only reason why I'm
didn't even
having-
make our
having-
player ratings.
no, the reason why I'm picking him out is
Yeah.
that there were several other games.
It's not
where-
the first time he's done it.
Yeah, so there's no improvement in his finishing.
Ole
That's-
Gunnar Solskjaer never used to come up with those excuses, did he?
That's true. That's true. So
Neither did Sharon him. Okay.
You know,
Like-
he was happy with his
The babyface assassin. Yeah.
like
yeah.
with Nketiah, that's an area that he has to improve, and those kind of chances.
Yeah, if you're the sub,
Willock, you need to put them away, because
be
that
the
would have
super
been
sub.
that would have been an easy game. There was no need for penalties or,
Mm.
heart attacks. Right? Yeah. So I would put him.
In the bin
because
you go, Joe.
I wouldn't go for Nketiah because he executed the manager's orders very well.
Okay.
He's part of the reason why we defended well.
Eddie, I love you, sir. So
Yeah.
don't take it personally.
Yeah.